Okay, so this diagram you have sine x, right? And it says then, right, given that sine 43 is 0.682, write down all the solutions. The equation where sine x is minus 0.682. Okay, now that's interesting, isn't it? Now, 43, well, let's see where 43 roughly is. Now, they've gone up here, the scale, they haven't gone up in 90s, haven't they? So they've gone up in 180s, but 90s obviously in the middle there, isn't it? That's what 90 is. And then 270 there, that's correct. They should have put these values in, shouldn't they? Right, so there's 90 there. So now 43 is about halfway, isn't it? From 0 to 90, so it's going to be about there, roughly, right? Okay, and that there is going to be my 0 0.6, what is this? 0 0.682, okay? Now, and there's 43 there, yeah? Okay, now they've said they're minus 0 0.682, so there's symmetry going on, isn't it? That's positive, that's minus. So minus 0 0.682 is about the same distance as about there, isn't it? Okay, and what we're going to do now is we're actually going to draw a line at minus 0 0.682 to see where it hits the graph, just like I did there with that, right? You know, draw a line there. I didn't need to draw a line all the way across because I'm not interested really in this. I'm interested in minus 0 0.682. Let's draw a line across where it hits the graph. Now it hits the graph there, doesn't it? 2 points. Okay, it's the graph here, 2 points. Now look at where it hits. Here and here. Now we can work out what this value is easy, right? By using symmetry. Okay, it's going to be more than 180, isn't it? What I want you to notice is, right? You know here, right? Positive 0 0.682. To get from 0, go along the curve until you get to a height of 0 0.682. You've gone across 43, haven't you? Okay, so listen to me again then when I say that. To get here, right? To get here, you go from 0 and you climb, don't you, until you get to 0 0.682. You've gone across 43, right? And the same sort of thing happens because of symmetry with a minus. Because you start here at 0, but this time you go down, right? So instead of climbing, you go down. So you're going to go across, okay, until you go down to the depth of minus 0.682, okay? You're actually going across the same distance, aren't you? Okay, it's the same horizontal distance as you went across there because it's symmetrical. So you're going across 43 here. So all we've got to do is say 180 plus 43 and you get your answer, 223. The same here, right? But you're going backwards this time. You start at 0 here, but you go down to a depth of 0.682. You're going back 43. So there'll be 360 back 43, take away 43, which is it 317? I think so, yeah. And we're done, right? Those are the two answers there. Now part B, it says sketch the graph of y equals sine x plus 1, right? Now later on there's this transformation work which will help you on this. But when it says plus 1, you're shifting it up, right? You're adding 1 onto the y values, right? That's what you've got to think, adding 1 onto the y values. Now when you've got the sine graph here, if you add 1 onto 0, you end up at 1, so this will shift up to here. And this there, this maximum point here, which is already 1, now if you add 1 onto it, you end up at 2. Okay, and this 0 here, if you add 1, you end up at 1, and so on. You just move the graph up, right? So if you move the graph up, remember the maximum I think we said was 2? So we need to have 2 in here, so we put 2 there. It doesn't matter if the scale is different to before, that'll do that. So think about it now. 0 on this original graph gets shifted up 1, so you end up here. 1, the maximum point here, gets shifted up to 2, so we've got to go halfway there. Remember the maximum is at 90, so you've got to go there. 180 then is 0, so you shift that up 1. 270 then is minus 1, so you shift minus 1 up 1, so you go to 0. 270 is about there, and then 360 then is going to be 1, isn't it? Because 360 up here is 0, so you add 1, you're going to go up 1, so you're about there. So you've got your sine graph, but it's shifted up 1, so it's going to go a bit like this. Okay, there's your sine x plus 1.